So what's so crazy about these people that play Indian so they can claim status as indigenous people? Is it something that's gone around for a long time, and they refer to it as playing Indian. They have a certain term for it. I can't think of it. But remember when Trump was calling Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas because she was claiming that she has some Indian to her or something? Well, I think he was doing that for a reason, because there's people, maybe my age or old enough. Do you remember this? Do you remember who the crying Indian was? It was in the commercials all the time back in the day. Yeah, Keep America Beautiful. Get involved now. Pollution hurts all of us. So this guy then, and this was the actor in the commercial, but then he tried to claim that he was actually Indian, and, well, he got caught. It said he was referred to as Iron Ice Cody. He died in 1999. He was born Aspera Oscar Di Corti, and later becoming known as the Crying Indian. This Italian-American actor is most well known for his appearance in a 1970s anti-littering commercial. Cody pretended to be various tribes and denied his Italian heritage for the rest of his life. The other person that's tried to claim Cherokee descent is Johnny Depp. Yeah, there's been several. It's been like this problem. And it goes back. This is another fake one, but it goes back to a group called Tammany Hall. This guy was called Gray Owl. He was an Englishman born as Archibald Stansfeld Bellany, who became a woodsman and wrote books and gave lectures as an activist primarily on environmental and conservation issues, but was exposed after his death as having falsely claimed his indigenous identity. So it goes back to this Tammany Hall. And this, it says that it was the Tammany Society, was founded in New York in 1789, originally as a branch of a wider network of Tammany societies, the first of which had been formed in Philadelphia in 1772. The society was originally developed as a club for pure Americans. The name Tammany comes from Tamamend, a Native American leader of the Lenape. The society adopted many Native American words and also their customs, going so far as to call their meeting hall a wigwam. The first grand leader was titled William Mooney, an upholsterer. Although Mooney claimed the top role in the early organization, it was a wealthy merchant and philanthropist named John Pintard who created the society's constitution and declared it to be a political institution founded on a strong Republican basis whose democratic principles will serve in some measures to correct the aristocrat of our city. So it wasn't just it was a Democrat Republican. Yeah. And there was somebody that wrote a book called Playing Indian. His name was Patrick Wolf. He argues that the problem is more structural, stating that settler colonial ideology actively needs to erase and then reproduce indigenous identity in order to create and justify claims to land and territory. See, so then you can forever say that America isn't America and just Deloria also explores the white American dual fascination with the vanishing Indian and the idea that by playing Indian, the white man can then be the true inheritor and preserver of authentic American identity and connection to the land, aka Indianness. Indianness. That's what it says. Indian, N-E-S-S after it. And then it says in October 2022, Tellett, that's the name of the guy, published the report Indigenous Identity Fraud for the University of Saskatchewan. I can never pronounce it, so Saskatchewan. Discussing, or it was a her, excuse me, Tellett was her. Discussing her research, she wrote for the Globe and Mail. Who are these people in the academy and government? They are mostly white women. In the hunting and fishing realm, they are mostly white men. What these claims have in common is that they are entirely disconnected from any living indigenous people. Why do they do it? Indigenous impersonation is not an accident. People do it to get something they want, to stop indigenous people from closing a land claim, to access hunting and fishing rights, or to gain access to jobs. And the payoff is well worth it. Imposters in the academy gain six-figure jobs. And so that's why I showed some of these people. So that's why they do it. Like I said, Johnny Depp was one of them. A lot of these people, writers, actors. And this Waterkeepers Alliance, okay, that Kennedy started, you might be interested to know that they've stopped pipelines. Yeah, that's why Trump said if Kennedy got his way, we would live in caves to candlelight, because they don't want you to do anything, and they've taken over pretty much. I mean, I'm not saying over all of United States, but they just get these people to, they're activists that then pretend like there's some Indian tribe, and that holds everything up, right? Because then it's going to go to court, and it's all false to begin with. And then they claim stuff like this: Waterkeeper Alliance president, which was him at the time, says pipeline's inevitable leak will poison drinking water of 18 million. Isn't he talking about drinking water again? This is another tribe. They're this Osage Indians. They're not on the federally recognized list. But again, the Osage Indians were the first people of record to inhabitate the valley that now forms both Lake, I can't see all of it, but you can see the rest of it, in Truman Lake. So it's people playing Indian. The Osage Indians, you can look up all the ones that are federally recognized. They're not. So then that's just playing Indian, because there is certain trust. So I was saying how Trump had taken away, or he was trying to revoke the Indians that were here supposedly when the Pilgrims were. And he wasn't trying to take away their status. What he was trying to take away was that some of these tribes, they have rights. The land is in rights under the government, and it's not a lot. It's like out of all the land in America, the Indians have it in a trust. It's like 2.3%. But you get all these people that are just coming across the border, then having babies, then claiming, no, this is our heritage after, so many years. And then you have the academia and claiming, that's why they push this racist stuff. That's why in my opinion, these universities hate America. They do everything to hate America. But I said, because you got to remember, the universities were here before the Constitution was written. Several of them. I mean, Harvard, Yale, there was like 6 of them that were here, maybe even more. So this is all a racket going on. See, and the Waterkeepers Alliance has a footprint calculator. Change your diet. Yeah, something Kennedy talks about, right? Because it's all about the water. Cut indoor use of water. Use less water outdoors. All tied to the Waterkeeper Alliance. trying to control the water.